Look at that, I made all of that in just 1 week on Shopify. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you my attempt at Shopify dropshipping in just 1 week. So I'll reveal to you the exact product that I used, I'll reveal my website, my ads, how to find the influencers, I'll reveal to you obviously the results at the end, and I'll reveal to you some really important things that I learned along the way that are going to help you as well. So let's jump right into it. Now, I didn't want this video to be one of the regular dropshipping videos. There's a bunch of them online already, you can see those. I wanted this to be a little bit different. I wanted to try something that I've never tried before and something I pretty much know nothing about. So I was sitting in my room racking my brain, watching some YouTube videos, and I stumbled across a video from the Econ King. I don't know if I can find the video on his channel. If I do, I'll link it in the description. Otherwise, it was a good video. In this video, he was talking about digital products. He showed where to find some digital products, how to sell the digital products, and he made a little mock-up store. Digital products are really interesting because they eliminate the biggest dropshipping bottlenecks, shipping times and product cost. So obviously with digital products, once you've made it once, you can sell it an infinite amount of times and there's no product cost attached to it. And there's no shipping times because it's a digital product. It's downloadable right away. Without having to pay for product cost or shipping costs, you can expect profit margins upwards of 70%. And so I was really interested to learn more about it, so I did some more YouTube searching, digital product Shopify, and I didn't really come up with much. Most of the channels out there were talking about selling on Etsy, and you know that's not what we're about here. We're about that Shopify Wi-Fi money. So I figured I may as well be the one to make a video about it, and I'll risk a few of my dollars. So the product I found was on Etsy, and as you can see right here, it's a Lightroom preset pack. This is good because they don't cost anything to make. All you have to do is just edit a photo in Lightroom and you can just save the preset. I'm not a photographer by any means, so my Lightroom preset pack probably wasn't very good to begin with, but all in all, they're pretty easy to make. And if you really wanted to, I'm not saying you should, but you can just buy one off Etsy and then just resell that one, change the name, and you're good to go. But if you were to make your own, all you really have to do is just edit a photo, and then you can save the edit as a preset. So what it does is it saves all of the edit sliders in the values that they're at, meaning that you can upload any photo to Lightroom, add that same preset that you just saved, and it will apply all of those edits you recently made to the other photo to that one. So you can have a very cohesive looking Instagram feed. I think that's its primary use, mainly for Instagram girls. So now that we've taken a look at the product, let's go to the website. All right, here we are in the website that I made. As you can see, I called it Sabella Presets, Sabella Lightroom Presets. It's a one product store, I just have one preset bundle, so I don't have catalog here, I just have home, the bundle, frequently asked questions, and an installation guide, because with the digital products, sometimes you might come across the bottleneck of people not knowing how to install the product, but it's very, very straightforward, and I say all that in the installation guide. So down here, the only preset you'll ever need, see it in action. There's a call to action right there, the download button. Let's just ignore that for a second. There's a few other slides here you can look at. Bold yet versatile. And I had one more, built for all occasions, trying to demonstrate that the preset pack is very versatile and that it can pretty much be applied to any photo and it will give it life and character. Scrolling down, I said backed by popular demand, the Sabella preset bundle, once used exclusively by professional photographers and influencers, now available to you. Obviously that's a straight out lie. It was never used by anyone apart from myself, and I don't even use it. But there we go, there's a bundle here selling for $12.99. You can just add it to cart there. A little quick description talking about how within the click of a button, you can get a photo that exudes charm, character, and warmth. And as you scroll down here, you see the main picture, you see what's possible. I got these sliders. I just went onto the Shopify App Store and searched up before and after slides, and an app came up. It was free. Obviously, I think if you pay for it, you can get rid of the little stamp here, but I don't really care. No one really notices that. And here we are with a bunch of before and after photos that I just applied the presets to and edited in Lightroom. Very easy to do. I am quite straightforward with my product description. I just use ticks here saying that Lightroom's free for anyone on mobile. You don't need a subscription. That'll stop one of the bottlenecks. It's got lifetime purchase protection, instant download, compatible with everything. And then I have a small guide on installation, more sliders, and then terms of use saying that they can use it commercially, but they can't resell the presets. But, you know, you can't really stop everyone doing that. And instead of having email marketing, I just said discounts and tutorials. If you like these things, enter your email below. We don't spam, don't worry. Very straightforward. And then we go into the footer. Very straightforward. I just said There's a logo here. Get editing. Your download will be available immediately after purchase. Follow our super easy installation guide if you need any help. And then there's the email there. Got the refund policy here. I wasn't offering refunds on this product because it's a digital product. There's nothing stopping someone buying it, asking for a refund and just keeping it. Then that's just plain wrong. So let's hit download. Takes you to the same product page we just looked at before. And here you can say add to cart, buy with PayPal, more payment options. I use the Debutify theme. Pretty straightforward. It's very nice and easy. And then I just have a customer review section as well. So there's a few reviews on them. A couple of them are fake. All of them are fake. But you know how it goes. You got to give your store a little bit of that social proof when you first build it. What we do now, let's go back over here and look at the apps. As you can see in the apps section, I have just the Debutify theme. The Facebook app, don't worry about that. That's just me installing the Pixel. Because I thought maybe if it takes off, I'll do some retargeting on Facebook. It'd be nice and easy. The product reviews, I use judge.me. I usually use Luke's, but because I wanted just something free and I didn't want to start a free trial or anything, I didn't use Luke's. I just went with Judge Me. Now, to do the digital download, I actually went through Uplinky. It is very straightforward, free app, very straightforward for your product. All you really need to do is just go to the Google Drive, make a folder, put your product in there, get the link to that folder, make sure anyone can use it, and then just put it into Uplinky and add it to Shopify as a product. So it'll add your Google Drive link as a product and you can change the name. Therefore, when people buy it, a download thing will pop up on the page. So I did a fake payment just to test it out before. And as you hit, purchase, a download box comes up, takes you straight to the Google Drive, and it's so straightforward, very nice. And then there's a widget deck before and after, which you saw before where you did the slider. That was also a really great tool, and the way to use that is just you get the embed code. There you go, you just make a couple of these, put your before photo, put your after photo, hit the embed button, gives you an embed code, drag that into your Shopify product description, and you're good to go. Very straightforward there. Alrighty, now I'm going to show you the ad that we used. Alright, here we are. Here's our story post that we used. There we go, there's the ad. Very quick, very snappy, straight to the point. It had to fit in an Instagram story, and for those of you who don't know, each story segment is 15 seconds long maximum. If you do any longer, it'd have to tie over to a second story, and some pages will charge you by the story segment. So if you want to get your money's worth, just make it under 15 seconds and you're good to go. The resolution I used was just a standard Instagram story phone resolution. So instead of 1920 by 1080 like your desktop screen is, it's just turned sideways, so it's 1080 by 1920. Now let me show you how I found the Instagram influencers. What I'm going to do is just go to my phone. Alright, now we're in the Instagram. So I made an Instagram for this. It's just a Humanzapy name of the channel. If you want to follow it, you can. All I really did was I just went hashtag Lightroom, and then it came up with hashtag Lightroom 26 million posts. I scrolled down a bit, looked at some photos. Like, here's one of a girl who posted one. She's from Ukraine, 81,000 followers. If she uses Lightroom and she's like an Instagram influencer, chances are she uses presets. This would be an ideal person to message. Obviously, being in Ukraine, she probably doesn't speak much English. So you want to just kind of find other people who are just like her but speak English. So you want to hit the drop down menu. And then from here, you can kind of scroll across. I won't click on too many of these in case they got some demonetizable content. Don't want that on here. And essentially, you want to find people who have a high amount of followers and just message them. And pro tip, when I'd message them, instead of saying, hey, want to do a promo for me? That's just silly. These people get messages all the time. They get hundreds of messages a day. So your message needs to stand out, be straight to the point, and they need to know what it is. So the best way to do it is to just start with the word promo, because when they're sifting through these, they obviously want promo. So I just go promo ? And then, or you can go promo rates ? It's very, very straightforward. I messaged a lot of people, a lot of influencers. I tried to target a lot of people who'd be the perfect audience for me, but hardly any of them were responding. So I wasn't always saying promo rates. I was starting out by saying, hey, love your page. Would you like to blah, blah, blah? And that doesn't get any results. Once I started just writing promo rates, straight to the point, they were being way more responsive. But even then, the responses were so few and far between, and all these influencers were asking too much money. The individual influencers themselves, some of them are asking hundreds of dollars. Like, there was a lady with 20,000 followers asking for $800 for a promo. That's way too much money. I'm trying to just ball on a budget here. So I decided that since I was on a budget, I'd reach out to more theme pages. Now, theme pages are far cheaper. However, they don't have the engagement rate that most influencers do. So theme pages, for those of you who don't know, are pretty much just like faceless pages where people repost images to fit a certain niche. So there can be theme pages on anything, but the common theme is just dogs, cats, animals, blah, 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 traveling, makeup. So I thought if I was going to target theme pages, what I need to do is target theme pages that coincide or align well with the influencer or the market that I'm trying to reach. And obviously I was trying to reach white girls that like Instagram and white girls that like Lightroom presets. So I thought if they're into editing photos, they might also like makeup. So I hit up a bunch of makeup pages. The responses were far better and everything looked like it was back on track. So after chatting with a bunch of theme pages, I decided to settle on two. One page had over 500,000 followers, and they decided to charge me $20, which I was pretty happy with. Just $20 for a story post, 500,000 followers. The only caveat was that it was a travel page, not a makeup page, so it wasn't quite the right audience, but white girls love to travel, they love to edit photos. I just kind of brushed it off and thought $20 for an audience of that size, probably not the worst deal. I thought just for testing purposes, it's probably not that bad. The second page was a makeup page, so it was far more in line with the audience that I really wanted, and they also charged me $20, but their page only had 50,000 followers. I don't know, just for the sake of testing, I thought, why not? So I was $40 deep in the advertising. I had arranged these posts to be posted one day after the other. That way I could monitor to see which page had the best results. And now we wait. Alrighty, here are the results. The results for day one, a little bit disappointing, no sales. Now, day one was the page with 500,000 followers. I thought, we'll see how many people actually come onto the page. That way we can establish where the problem is. Is the problem in the ad itself? Is the problem in the website? We'll find out through how many people actually came to the page. So we come down and we see that the online store sessions, we had 16 people come in from social media. 5 were direct. That's most likely me testing the page. Out of a 500,000 follower page, we had 16 people come and visit the store. That's not even enough to determine whether or not the store is the issue. Right there, what that is telling me is that it's probably the audience that's the issue as well as the ad that's the issue. But nevertheless, we still had another day worth of results to look at. So let's jump into the 27th. And devastating results, another 0 sales. So this day was for the 50,000 follower page in the makeup niche. Now I thought I still want to know which page led the most traffic. So scrolling down, we see that 39 of these people actually came from the Instagram ad itself. So that was a far better turnout on a page 10 times smaller than the other. So it goes to show that the audience that you market to is far more important than the size of the audience. There are 17 direct ones. This could probably be from the link in the bio on the page that I posted on, as well as a link in the description. Otherwise, the social links are from swipe ups on the story. Rather rough results, but this is where the really important part comes in. Let's talk about where I went wrong. The first thing that went really wrong is the audience that I advertised to. This is the biggest one. I didn't have enough patience to wait for the influencers to reply, so I went with theme pages and they weren't really my target audience. At the time, none of the influencers were replying, but now as the time that I'm recording this, a lot of them have actually replied and emailed back, giving me their promo rates, and a lot of them are actually a lot cheaper than what I had originally thought. Some of them are asking for $20, $30, $50, and they're decent sized pages. So if I had just been more patient and waited, I would have had the prime people to advertise through. If I had an influencer post my ad, it would have had a far better engagement rate. The next thing I did wrong was the ad itself. Now, I personally think the ad was actually pretty good. It was nice and snappy and sharp, had decent background music. It showed off the before and afters of the photos, and it showed what the product did well, but at the end of the day, it looked like an ad. And what I'm trying to say is that people see thousands of ads every day. You may not even realize it because your brain is just so conditioned to seeing them that your subconscious just filters them out. So you don't even realize, but you're swiping straight past them. If I took a different direction with the ad and created something that looked like a TikTok video or a TikTok tutorial on how to edit photos, it would have seen far better results because people would have actually sat there and watched it rather than identifying, oh, it's an ad, they want to sell me something, next. So fixing these two issues would have substantially changed the outcome. But because I've never tried doing digital products and I don't know anything about the product, I took the route that a lot of beginners take, and that's what led to the failure. I know I can get some sales with this product. There are sites out there making $20,000 a month easy selling these presets, so why should I be any different? If there's one thing that I want you to learn from this video, it's what I'm about to say right now. I was contemplating not making this video because I thought, who would want to see something that had no results? But then I ate my pride and I realized that after you see no success the first time, it's easy to just call it a scam and walk away. And it's easy to say it's dead, that dropshipping's over and just give up. But that's exactly why I'm going to keep my site live for a while. I want you to decide if I try this again and go about it in a more creative way. So comment down below if you want to see me try this again and do it properly, more creatively, and really put my thinking cap on when it comes to marketing. I failed, spent a lot of time thinking about it, and I have so many different ideas to attack this with a whole new direction, and I think that is the game changer that we need. So I appreciate it if you stayed this long through the video, and if you liked the video and you liked the honest approach I've taken to it, you can show me by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. I have a bunch of stuff in the pipeline coming up that you'll definitely want to see, a bunch of different side hustle ideas that kind of stray away from Shopify a little bit, but don't worry, we're going to circle right back to Shopify after that. So stick around. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next video.